Hi, this is Belinda from Belinda Lee Briggs Web Design. I'm just going to walk you through the changes we made to the way the faculty and staff page works. So first I'll just walk you through on the faculty page. What you now have are a listing of the core faculty that belong with Chatham, and then you have another section that has guest faculty, and then you have your staff section. And now when you go over to a program, or the program that you're working on for October, the link to Sandra's bio now brings you to a special page that's called October 2019 Faculty. And this only pulls in the people that are teaching in October. Now, the way this works is we've replaced the static pages with a blog on the back end, and these dynamically pull in the people that are tagged in the blog as October 2019 faculty. You also have the option of, instead of linking to this faculty page, you could actually link to someone's direct bio, and when you scroll down a little bit, people can actually scroll through every bio if they really wanted to. Okay, so let me show you how that works. So when you come into Squarespace, you'll come into the home panel and you'll go to pages, and you're going to scroll down to the not linked section right here, and you will come to the faculty directory. The faculty directory simply is a blog, and for each blog post you have information completed for the people that are in your faculty. And so for instance, this is Scott, and I will show you that he's got his picture in here, and his full bio is here as well. And he's tagged as an October 2019 program faculty, and he's also tagged in a category of guest faculty. This guest faculty is what brings him in onto the main faculty and staff page, and this October 2019 program faculty is what brings him in on that October 2019 page. So you'll be adding new tags as you add new programs, and people can have multiple tags. You don't really want them to be in multiple categories. See, there are 3 categories: Chatham faculty, Chatham staff, and guest faculty. But he could certainly have multiple tags on here as far as which programs he's a part of. When you create a new entry for a new staff person, what you actually want to do is open an old staff person and select duplicate. And then what you'll do is you'll put their name up here, you'll paste in their new bio here, you'll click edit on the image, and you'll delete this image, and then you will upload a new image. And I could just throw Lauren in here for now. An important step, and this is good for search engine optimization, is to come to design and change this to caption below. Click apply. And then you want to come in here and you want to change the caption to match the photo that's in there. I usually take the first line or 2 of the bio and I paste it in here. Okay, and then once you've done that, we want to hide the caption again. The caption's really just for the search engines or people who are on screen readers. Then you want to make sure you update to the appropriate tags and the appropriate category. And then I actually copy the name from here and I paste it into the URL instead, replacing this one that's automatically generated by the system. It's also good for search engine optimization to do that. You'll delete this picture and replace it with a new one, going on our theme of stealing Lauren. And then you will copy and paste the entire bio that you put on the main page into this excerpt, because the excerpt is what shows in these summary blocks that are on the pages that show the full staff information. The last thing you want to do is come over here and you want to type the person's name, and then if they're Chatham faculty, you'll write faculty, and if they're staff, you'll write staff, and if they're guest faculty, you'll write guest faculty. And then again, I come back and I steal the first few sentences from here and I paste it into the search engine optimization field. If you go over, this will turn red and there'll be a 0 here. This is the character count that lets you know how many characters you have left. So you just have to make sure it's 0 or more. You can't go over that amount. And you want to make sure it makes sense because this is what shows up in Google. Okay. And I believe that's it. The one last thing I will show you, and I'm going to delete this, is the order in which people appear in the summary blocks is the order in which they are, let me delete that, they are displayed in here. So for instance, for that October page, let's see if I can get there. That navigation's going to get in front of me. So on the October program page, Scott and Kara are going to show before Sandra and Tom because of the order they are in here. Now, if you don't like that order, say you want Sandra to always be the first person, you can just come in here and change the published date to be the most recent date, and that will pull her up to the top. So if we change this to the 29th at 3:14 p.m., and you can see the last one I did was 2:47. If you say save, and then we refresh this page, Sandra should bump up to the top. And so that's how you can control the order. Just remember that it's going to affect every summary block that's pulling data from in here. So what's going to happen is as you add new people, they'll always show up on top, and if you want to manipulate them, as you can see I did with all the ones back here, pushing the dates backwards, it's just a matter of changing the date. Okay, I think that's it as far as how that works. So for new faculty, you will just add them to this page and make sure you tag them correctly. Now, the October page that was created, if you need to create a page for December, you'll just come in here and you're going to say duplicate page and confirm. Okay, and I'm going to actually, whoop. And then you want to come in here and you want to change this to say December. And you want to change it in all the places. It's just neater and it looks better. So make sure you're coming all along here. You could even, if you really wanted to, come in here and change this information as well. Good for SEO, of course. Okay, so now what's going to happen is you want to change this to pull in the December faculty. Right now there isn't any, so I'm just going to show you how it works right now. So we're pulling from the blog faculty directory. If we weren't pulling from that blog, it would be gray, but the black shows it's there. Leave the layout. All of our images are square, so we've left that square. Don't change any of the text sizes or any of that. And then you want to display, I like to keep this over on 30 just so it maximizes what we'll show. We want to show the title, the thumbnail, and the excerpt. We don't want to show the read more link. We don't want any metadata. And then for our tag filter, so category filter is what was guest, Chatham, and staff. So we're not going to actually filter from here. What we would do is we would type the tag December. There is no December program faculty tag yet. But say we know, and then I'm going to pull this into this folder just so I'm keeping these session faculty pages organized. So say we know that Sandra is definitely teaching for December. We're going to come in here and we have to type this tag exactly the right way. Once it's typed in one time, for future people it will start to type ahead for you, but because there isn't a new one. So now she's got that tag. Let's save her. And say we know that Tom also is going to work in December. So now it remembers that I typed it. Okay. So now, if we go back into our session faculty pages and we look at December, we'll see that it's actually pulled in both Sandra and Tom. The nice thing here is that these pages will dynamically size so that it's not too small for the page. And I've set a maximum to only allow 3 across. Okay. The final thing I want to show you, and actually I'm going to slide this below the faculty directory, just keeping it together. The final thing I want to show you, even though you should never need to change this anymore, I just want to show you how this works. So the Our Faculty page is pulling again from the faculty directory, and the most important thing is this section pulls people that have the category of Chatham faculty. See, we type it ahead. And this section is pulling in the people categorized as guest faculty. Ooh, I want that to be 30. Who knows if you'll get above 30, but I want to make sure that's 30. I'm going to double check this one up here to make sure it's also set to 30. Oh, that is right. Okay. And then just hopping down to staff, I'm going to show you that one as well. The staff section we'll set that to 30. And I'll show you that it's pulling in based upon the category of Chatham staff. So just one more time, I'm going to bring you in. You should never have to change this now. Just by adding people in to our faculty directory and tagging them properly or categorizing them properly, they will show up in the right section here. And if we tag them properly, when we create a new session faculty page, they will pull in to the proper page. All right, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.